you can enjoy suffering with your full chest. Meanwhile, in Chief Okuru's compound, Madame Vero had started boasting around like the Queen of England. My daughter outshone every other girl. We are going to the palace. Royal in-laws loading. Later that day, something unexpected happened. A royal convoy appeared on the village road. Guards came bearing yams, goats, beautiful wrappers, coral beads, sacks of rice, palm oil, and a chest of cash. When Vero saw them approaching, she didn't need confirmation. I said it. My spirit cannot lie. My daughter has won. My daughter has struck gold. The neighbors gathered quickly, eyes wide with excitement. One of the royal messengers stepped forward. The king has sent us. The prince has found a bride from this compound. We were asked to deliver these items. In 3 days, the royal family will come and do the marriage proper. Vero shouted so loud, the village birds flew off their trees. Wealth has come, oh. All my enemies have been put to shame. My daughter has struck gold. She ran around the compound, dragging her wrapper, telling anyone who cared to listen that the bride price items were for her daughter. Some villagers rejoiced with her, others just hissed in envy. But while Vero was dancing and boasting, Kamzi's life turned into a labor camp. If she had been fetching water 10 times a day before, now it was 50. She fetched firewood for cooking the wedding food until her palms bled. There was no rest. From dawn till dusk, she worked like a mule. Vero made sure everything was perfect for the big day. Oma, on the other hand, was being treated like a precious egg. She was not allowed to move unless it was to bathe. "Don't stress, my queen," Vero would say, fanning her gently. "Let the servants serve you." That's how royal people live. On the wedding day, the compound was chaotic. Vero ran up and down shouting orders like a mad woman. "Make sure the goat meat is soft. Decorate the canopies well. Everything must be perfect." The caterers had started cooking. Canopies were decorated. Gifts lined up at the entrance. Kamzi was wiping down plastic chairs so hard she could see her tired reflection staring back at her. Just as the ceremony was about to start, Vero called her out. "Kamzi, go and fetch firewood. The caterers are almost out of firewood for the goat meat pepper soup." Kamzi looked up, exhausted. "Mummy, we still have enough firewood to last us a week. I'm tired, please, Ma." Vero glared at her. "You know what will happen to you if you disobey me." Kamzi knew better than to argue. She quietly picked up her basket and left for the forest while a wedding feast was already underway in her father's compound. As she walked past the compound, she saw her father dressed in royal agbada that the palace had provided. He was smiling from ear to ear like a newborn landlord. Her heart ached, but she said nothing. She just kept walking. A few hours later, the royal convoy finally arrived. Palace guards dressed in royal red, palace drummers beating softly, maids with golden trays. Prince Ifeanyi was glowing like the morning sun. He couldn't wait to see Kamzi's reaction when she would find out who he truly was. The royal family was seated, the bride price was paid, everything was going smoothly. Then the bride was brought out. She was adorned in rich wrappers and coral beads, her head covered with a sacred lace veil. Everyone clapped and waited for the unveiling. Prince Ifeanyi stood. He gently lifted the veil and froze. "What is this? Who is this? This is not my bride." The entire village gasped. Time stood still. Madame Vero stumbled forward in confusion. "My prince, this is your bride. My daughter. The one you chose from the bride selection ceremony. You even sent bride price list for her days ago." Ifeanyi shook his head slowly, his face calm but firm. "No, this is not my bride. The woman I want is Kamzi. She's a maiden in this compound." Now the crowd screamed. "Ah, Vero looked like she'd been struck by lightning. She staggered back. The king rose from his seat and cleared his throat. My son has told me about Kamsi. We are here for her. It seems the guards did not deliver my message correctly. Where is Kamsi? Chief Okuru's voice trembled as he spoke. She went to fetch firewood in the forest. Guards, the king commanded. Go and bring Kamsi, the future queen of this land. Find her anywhere she is and bring her here, and nobody moves until she arrives. The village was silent. You could hear a leaf drop. The guards mounted their horses and sped toward the forest. Far inside the bush, Kamsi was gathering firewood when the palace guards surrounded her. One of them shouted, They're waiting for you. Who is waiting for me? She asked, shocked. The king, the queen, the prince, the whole village. Her heart almost stopped. She dropped the bundle of firewood and followed them back. As soon as she entered the compound, all eyes turned to her. Some mouths hung open. Prince Ifeanyi stood up and pointed with a proud smile. She is the one I want to marry. Kamsi was stunned. Her mouth opened, but no words came. You're the prince? He laughed. Let's just say I was undercover. She covered her face. But I made you sweep. I made you carry water. He stepped closer and smiled. And I'd do it again. The king stood with pride in his voice. The bride price has been paid. You are now his wife. The palace drummers started playing. People screamed in disbelief. Oma, still dressed in stolen coral beads, ran inside crying. Her makeup couldn't even cry with her. Madame Vero was frozen in place, unable to speak. Chief Okuru suddenly found his voice. My daughter has married the prince. Oh, Kamsi said nothing. She just looked at her father, the man who had been silent all these years, now smiling as if he had raised her with love. The guards led her to the royal carriage. She was taken to the palace, where they dressed her in royal clothes, placed golden beads on her neck, gave her a car, a title, and a seat beside the prince. People who once mocked her now knelt and bowed when she passed. Villagers whispered and pointed. That's Kamsio, the same one they used to send to fetch firewood. They laughed at Madame Vero and Oma. You wanted to steal that poor girl's destiny for your own daughter. God pass you. Oma locked herself inside the house for days. Kamsi never forgot her family. Despite all she endured, she gave Madame Vero and Chief Okuru a new house and a monthly allowance, but they could never look Kamsi in the eye. Your Royal Highness, they said with their heads bowed low any time she visited them. Oma never visited the palace again. The villagers continued to laugh. After all the waste shaking, your sister married your husband. But Kamsi, she forgave them all. Maybe if I wasn't sent to the stream that day, she said one morning, I would never have met him. She was glowing and happily married to Prince Ifeanyi, the man who she thought was a stranger from the city. She never forgot the old woman who blessed her Mama Chuka. She went looking for her one day. Mama Chuka was gone. The small house was empty. She had disappeared as mysteriously as she had appeared. And that was how Kamsi, the maiden who was called bad luck and treated less than a human, moved from grass to grace.